It never became a hurricane. It is still making for a messy weekend across much of Florida. This is what's left of the disorganized storm that was known as Erika. Flash flood watches will stay in place through tomorrow morning. More on the forecast in a moment, but we begin with David Begnaud in Miami. David?
Jeff, good evening from South Florida. It may not look very ominous behind me, but nearly the entire state of Florida is under a flood watch. Everyone from the northern part southward saw rain today. On the western side, from Naples north toward Tampa, is where we could see some of the most significant rainfall and potential flooding over the next 24 to 48 hours. Tampa had heavy flooding within the last couple of months, and so forecasters say they are especially vulnerable to flooding. Here in South Florida, the rain is actually helping to ease the drought they've been dealing with. That's the good news. Jeff, despite the fact that Tropical Storm Erika has broken apart, the state's Emergency Activation Center remains in operation tonight.
David Begnaud, thank you. For more on all of this, we are joined by Eric Fisher, Chief Meteorologist at our Boston station WBZ. Eric, what are you looking at?
Well, Jeff, we're watching all this tropical moisture from what was Erika streaming its way northward. And although it's not an organized storm, a lot of that moisture meeting up with a front, little boundary here, and that focuses all that tropical moisture into some heavy rainfall. So flash flooding, the main issue we're looking at here across Florida, far southeastern Georgia, and up in that 95 corridor through South Carolina. Local totals could be over 5 inches of rain, and that's why we're concerned for those areas of flash flooding. Now in the Pacific, something never observed before. We saw 3 major hurricanes all spinning at once east of the date line. Only impact here, though, rough surf for Hawaii, especially the northern shore. So good news on that front. Meanwhile, in the lower 48, this week is about the heat. Summer holding on, 80s, 90s from much of the Midwest, Southeast, Northeast, 90s in New York City. And Jeff, looks like this will go all the way through the Labor Day weekend.
Eric Fisher, thank you very much.